Alright, so I've got a few still pictures taken here, which might give you a little bit better resolution. My iPhone, for some reason, did not take very good video, and I'm kind of disappointed in that. It's all blurry, but I'll put some pictures up here as inserts on those. Okay, so this first picture here is Wednesday morning. I took the first dose Tuesday evening about 7:30, so this is about 12 hours after the first dose. You can see it's quite crusted up, and when I pushed on my nose, it just blood sprung up everywhere. So it was pretty open and sore. And then this next picture is after I took my washed my face that morning, and then this next picture, I've got a tissue stuck to my nose, just so you can see that it was weeping quite a bit after I took my shower, that the tissue would just stick on there and kind of was soaked through. And then about 5 minutes later, after I got downstairs, got my shirt on, I caught something out of the corner of my eye, went in to look in the bathroom mirror, and it was weeping so much that it was forming droplets and starting to drip. So I had to put some tissue paper on there, soak it up a little bit, and eventually it kind of stopped enough to where it was slowed down enough to where it would crust up a little bit. And I went into work, actually nobody even asked me about it, although I'm sure they all saw that my nose looked like it was badly sunburned. At any rate, so there's just a couple still pictures to show you what that looked like on the 12 hours or the day after the first application. And then after the second application and third application, I've got video again.
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is the, I just applied the second treatment of this stuff here called Picato. It's basically a form of chemotherapy. I have some actinic keratosis on my nose, and so I applied some yesterday, made a little bit of red, and I applied it again today, and you can see it's a little bit redder. Feels like kind of like you got a sunburn on your nose. Or that you rubbed it with some jalapeno juice. Just kind of heat. It's not real painful or anything, but and then I'm supposed to do this again tomorrow night for three nights total, and we'll video it again tomorrow night after the third dose. All right, folks, I'm going to talk to you about using this Picato. At least that's the way it says to pronounce it, Picato. I guess this is Ingenol Mebutate. If I said that wrong, there'll be a million people posting comments to this on Facebook telling me that I'm too stupid to suck oxygen out of the atmosphere for saying it wrong, but that's my guess at how you say it. At any rate, this is for removing actinic keratosis from the nose or face areas, scalp, whatever, and see it says there for topical use on face and scalp only. And I have already done 2 nights of this, but you open this up and there's a set of instructions which are really pretty easy to follow, not too complicated, and there's the information on it, which again is pretty short for a lot of these medication information sheets. At any rate, it comes in 3 little bitty tubes. They're about the size, or a little bit smaller than a super glue tube, and when it comes out, it actually looks like super glue. It's kind of just a clear liquid, a little bit gelatinous, and I'll actually video putting this on for the last night, the last time. So you just put this on 3 times, 3 nights in a row. You're supposed to not put it on directly after you shower, so I take my shower and then wait an hour or 2, and then you're also not supposed to use it, I think, before 2 hours before you go to bed. Yep, it says right there, 2 hours before bedtime. So at any rate, that's what we've been doing for 2 days, and so far the results, well, I can't figure out a way to do that. So far the results are that after 2 days of using it, you can see it's pretty yucky looking. Pretty much just kills, I think it just kills the top layer of skin, and hopefully it grows back okay, and the actinic keratosis would be gone. So at any rate, I'm getting ready to hop in the shower, and I said I was gonna squeeze my nose to show you how raw it is. Pretty much a lot of oozing and stuff coming out of that. So not the most appetizing thing in the world, but that's what your nose is going to look like, at least if you're me. Alright, so I just got done squeezing my nose a little bit just to show you how raw it was. And you can kind of see through the tissue paper how much fluid came out. Alright, I just went to wipe some of that fluid off my nose, and some of the skin is just kind of coming off. So something else to be aware of. Just peels off in big chunks. It doesn't really hurt a whole lot, but again, if you had a cold or something and was wiping your nose after you sneezed, you could get pretty raw looking. Okay, just got out of the shower, and you can see the nose is looking mighty bright there. A lot of the skin is sloughing off, and it's not really painful, although I would tell you once you get out of the shower, you probably don't want to rake a towel across your nose to dry it. Especially if you don't use fabric softener or something. At any rate, I was able to pat it down with the towel, and we'll wait about an hour for my skin to dry, and then we'll put on the third and final dose. Alright, so we're getting ready to apply the third treatment. Okay. And this is the little vial I mentioned earlier. It's like a little super glue vial, and we're just going to put this on. The product information doesn't say how this stuff really works. It tells you what the side effects are, it tells you what the name of the active chemicals are and stuff, but it doesn't say how it works. But you're not supposed to, once you open this tube, you're supposed to apply it and then throw it away. And I think after 6 hours, you can wash your face with soap and water and do whatever. So that makes me think that maybe this reacts somehow with oxygen. And interacts with your skin somehow to where after about 6 hours it's done doing whatever it is it's supposed to do. But and it also makes me wonder if maybe this tube isn't filled with nitrogen or something, because once you crack it open, it seems like there's quite a bit of air in it, and before stuff comes out. But at any rate, we're going to go ahead and put this on. They have you put it on, smear it on with your finger. You don't have to wear gloves or anything. You wash your hands immediately afterwards, and you're supposed to be fine. So at any rate, you can see this kind of looks like super glue when it comes out. Again, I got to push a lot of air out before it starts coming out, and there's not a lot in here. There it goes. You can see hopefully you can see that in the camera. It stings a little bit on the raw skin. On the normal skin, it doesn't sting at all. I've actually got a little spot up here that I'm doing too. So I just put that on there. Just dab that in a little bit. And same thing here. I'm going to kind of smear that around where I had the Actinic Keratosis. It's, like I said, it stings. The first few nights it didn't sting at all. Of course, I had skin the first 2 nights. It kind of feels like super glue on an open cut, if you've ever put super glue on an open cut to seal it. Kind of stings like that for a few seconds, and then it stops. So it stopped stinging already. So we'll just smear that around, and this is the last day of treatment. And then I think the way this works is the actinic keratosis disappears because basically your nose falls off. So it cures that problem if that's where you got your actinic keratosis. So we'll take pictures of this in the morning, show you what it looks like, and try to gross you out a little bit more before the treatment's over. And hopefully this video goes viral and I make some money for my misery here, but we'll see. Alright, so it's been 12 hours after my third and final application of Picato, and you can see Picato, potato, tomato. I don't know. You look like. At any rate, so overnight, the nose here has continued to ooze, and it's all crusty. It's got all this yellow crusty stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse that off with some soap. It's been you're not supposed to wash it until after 6 hours. So it's been 12 hours. We put this on last night about 7:30 in the evening is when I've been putting it on, because I can take my shower around 5 or 6, and you're not supposed to put it on right after a shower, and you're not supposed to put it on within 2 hours of going to bed. So 7 o'clock, 7:30 kind of worked out for a good time for me. So and then I've got another little spot right here that's been treated. It's not as bad, but you can see that little spot there's kind of crusted over too. So anyway, after the third application, I'm done. So just got to live with this seeping, crusty, nasty looking nose until it heals back up. So at any rate, we're going to give it a quick wash and see how it looks. Alright, so I've washed this as best I can. You can see some of the crusting's gone, but it just reveals the raw stuff up underneath of it. Looks like I've still got some skin there that's trying to hang on. Not sure about pushing on my nose this morning, but yeah, this caused a little bit of blood there to come out. Not too much. I don't think I need to push on it a whole lot further. But definitely still oozy underneath all that crusting. So rinsing the crusting off at this point, I don't think it's going to buy you a lot, because it's just going to crust back up again. And by the way, in case you can't tell, I've got some CPAP mask marks here on the side of my face. I was able to wear the CPAP. It didn't bother me at all. I have the nasal pillows which fit up underneath here like this, and it didn't cause me any real problems. So if you're a CPAP wearer, it shouldn't slow you down then. Alright, so this is about 24 hours post third application of the Picato. As you can see, the nose is all crusty and red, and it's pretty well all just kind of scabbed over. This little spot up here is just kind of scaly. Didn't really peel off the skin quite as much as the nose part there did. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the shower. Not sure how much of that crusty stuff's going to come off in the shower, but I'll take a last video after I get out of the shower, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so we just got out of the shower. You can see some of this crusting has come off. It's just a ragtag mess of some remnants of some skin and stuff that's left on there. Still not great looking, but at any rate, this is 24 hours after the third application of this Picato gel, and this is pretty much what you're going to get. I would expect that this will continue to crust over and be flaky, ugly looking for the next couple days while it heals. But unless it does something really weird, I assume it's going to start getting better from here on out. And so this will be the end of this video on what Picato will do to your skin. At any rate, hopefully your treatment goes well if you decide to use this. Again, it's not too painful, nothing worse than a sunburn sort of feeling for a few hours after you apply it. And of course it gets kind of raw and stuff, so you don't want to really dry off vigorously with a towel after you take your shower, because you're just kind of rubbing on raw skin. But other than that, it really doesn't hurt a whole lot, and hopefully your treatment goes well. And if you have to go out in public, be aware it's gonna look kind of bad. But I went out and did stuff and went to the store, and tell you the truth, most people didn't even act like they noticed. So wasn't that bad.